Here's what I'm saying, Justice Kennedy. I'm saying after the NLEA express preemption provision, a state cannot say that pomegranate blueberry flavored blend of 5 juices, which is perfectly consistent with the naming regulations, as the U.S. agrees. Why is that? Because the naming regulations, Justice Sotomayor said, you can name your minority juice, your non-predominant juice, in either of 2 ways. You, the manufacturer, may either mention a percentage.
You want us to write an opinion that said the Congress enacted a statutory scheme because it intended that no matter how misleading or how deceptive a label it is, if it passes the FDA, it cannot be. There can be no liability. That's what you want us to say.
We do not, Your Honor. We would want you to say that misleadingness, when it is defined by FDA in specific regulations pursuant to a specific statute that specifically seeks national uniformity in the sense that the manufacturer picks one label and doesn't, as the American Beverage Association brief says at page 7, create a logistical nightmare that you have to change your label in response to every jury verdict.
Let's suppose there were a consumer survey, as there was, and let's say it was a valid survey, and overwhelmingly consumers said that they are misled, that they thought that they were getting pure pomegranate, and they were just astonished to find that what they were getting was apple juice with what Mr. Waxman called a dropper of blueberry. Suppose the reality is that consumers are misled.
If I suppose that, Your Honor, then the proper procedure for a consumer or a competitor is to go to the FDA and seek FDA's change of its rulemaking. Your Honor, in the red brief addendum at page 17A over to 18A, you'll see that in 21 CFR 102.33D, FDA said, your juice will not be misleading if it uses the word flavored. And, in fact, over on 18A, if you want to see the closest thing to an express authorization of our label here, it's the example that FDA gave on 18A. It said you can use either a flavor or a percentage and it won't be misleading. Why? Because we don't think that consumers are quite as unintelligent as POM must think they are. They know that when something is a flavored blend of 5 juices, the non-predominant is just a flavor.
Don't make me feel bad because I thought that this was pomegranate juice.
Justice Kennedy, it's pomegranate, blueberry, flavored blend of 5 juices. I've found that oftentimes,
he sometimes doesn't read closely enough.
Yeah.
Pomegranate,
blueberry, flavored blend of 5 juices. And the key point here.
How do we square this with Wyatt?
Your Honor,
Wyatt, the FDA actually looks at the label and says this one is okay. Not only is it not misleading, but it complies with all health requirements. And because the producers of drugs have the ability to change the label without FDA approval, we found no preemption and no impossibility.